Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tim Lowe with Signature Real Estate Group, and I'm here today with Jill Thacker with CMG Financial. So welcome to the party once again, Jill.
Thank you for having me.
Heck yeah. So we figured we'd fill everybody in on what's going on with today's mortgage situation. Oh man, it's a whole different world today than it was. Oh, I don't know. Everybody was so used to like the COVID world where interest rates went to just nearly nothing. And now you've really got to work at getting something lined up for a loan. So today we just are going to bug her brain a little bit about what the latest and greatest is. Just to give you guys a background on how I know Jill, I've had listings over the years where Jill was the lender for the buyer. And so for my clients, I always call the lender whenever I'm selling a property. I always call the lender for the buyer just to see how qualified the buyer is. And when I called Jill, she had all the information for me when it wasn't my client that I'm calling on. And throughout the process, she kept me up to speed on everything that was going on through the whole escrow process. I was like, this chick is phenomenal. So, you know, after the second time that I ran into her, I'm like, that's it. So I started sending clients to her, and she's been with me ever since.
It's great to work with you.
Yeah, back at you. So if you need a great lender, Jill will take care of you, that's for sure. So she's actually been doing loans for 21 years in Las Vegas.
21 years, yeah.
Yeah, so she didn't just start and kick the bucket a couple days ago and go, yeah, I want to do loans. So she knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of changes.
Man, it's been pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
So that's partly why we've got Jill in today, is because the lending world today is completely different than what it used to be, and it's very challenging for many people. And the interest rates are higher than we've seen in a while. And this used to be what the typical interest rates were like for years. Mm-hmm. And now that we're back to that, a lot of people are going, oh my gosh, they're going to twist my arm and take that loan and say, good, that's going to kill me. Well, you just got to put it all into perspective and see how it fits for you. And so that's what we're going to go over today with Jill, is some strategies on how we get to something that could make sense for you, for one. So on that note, what do you think are like the predominant loans that you've been using to help people out lately? What do you think has been?
Something that has resurfaced recently is a temporary buy down. So we know we're in a high rate environment and we know rates are going to come down. I mean, my anticipation is probably middle to end of next year. And they're expected to come back down into the mid to low fives, depending on who you ask, which is nice. So we need something to get us through this temporary high rate environment. So we offer a temporary buy down. So you pay some extra money, some points up front, and you can buy the rate down 1% for a year, for 2 years, or you can buy it down 2% for the first year, 1% for the next year. You kind of ease into it. And the thought is that you're going to refinance. We are offering a free refinance anytime over the next 5 years because we know these rates are going to come down. And we don't want to lose our customers. You know, we service our own loans. So,
Free?
Yeah.
Wow.
Free. Okay, so no lender fees. We pay for the appraisal, and we give $1,000 credit towards title fees. And then the escrow account, we can just transfer right over. So it ends up being a really easy process.
That's amazing. I didn't even know you had that. That's good to learn.
It's new, I mean, because of these high rates.
Yeah.
So you have to look at it right now that it's an opportunity. Yes, you're going to have a higher payment temporarily, but if you're able to buy right now, now's the time, because when those rates come back down, everyone else who's on the sidelines is going to be back in the game.
Wow, that's a great point. And as far as the caps, let's talk about the caps for a second for all the different types of loans. So FHA right now.
So the max loan amount is $494,500. So that equates to roughly a purchase price around $515,000. You can purchase something for more. You just have to put down the difference. The max loan amount is at $494,000. So I mean, $500,000 for an FHA loan, that's pretty great. Conventional is actually $726,200, which is unreal. You know, that's the highest I've ever seen. So
That's
you
great.
can buy an almost $1 million home and still get a conventional loan.
Just to put things into perspective, right now the median price in Vegas is about $447,000. So that's shooting way above and beyond that before you have to jump into a jumbo loan. That's great.
Yeah, and with these high rates, I mean, jumbo lenders are struggling a little bit, so it could be tougher right now to get a jumbo loan than it would have been last year or the years prior.
And the last one of that group, of course, is VA. So just to bring people up to speed on VA.
Yeah, so VA actually has no maximum loan amount. So lenders might have a maximum loan amount. I think ours is $2 million. But if you have full eligibility, you can buy $1 million home and put no money down. So you still cover closing costs, but no money down on the mortgage.
Okay, no, that's good to know. So at least she gave you a good clue right there as far as what you can do with the buy down on the interest rate. There are other ways for us to be able to help buyers right now get into properties. From the real estate side of things, I can help negotiate closing costs from the seller to get them directly from the seller. And those funds can go towards, whatever your fees are going to be at the end of escrow, or they can go to buy down the interest rate. Another way that we can help is if you qualify, down payment assistance.
Yes.
So on the down payment assistance programs right now, which ones are you seeing that people are using or that are still out there to utilize?
So Nevada Housing Division is the main down payment assistance outlet here, but all of their programs are income driven. So you have to be under a certain income limit. So it can be tough to qualify with these high rates. They do have a great program right now where you get $15,000 towards your down payment and it's forgiven after 3 years. I do have a buyer right now who's using that program. So nice to be able to utilize it. That won't be around forever. We also have an internal down payment assistance program. It's FHA only, and there's no income limit. So we have options.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
So we just wanted to bring you guys up to speed. If you're looking to buy a house here pretty soon, there are ways to purchase. In fact, there's many strategies that we can use to help you get into that property. And if you look at the overall picture, like Joe was saying, the interest rates are more than likely going to come down next year. I mean, and of course it's an election year, so that always seems to jump in there.
Right.
I don't know how that always happens, but there's plenty of ways for us to help you out. So if you look at what's going on in the market right now, there's not a lot of inventory. It's pretty low, and the stuff that is out there, it is moving. So it's not like that there aren't buyers out there buying. It's not like you're going to be able to go out there and get whatever you want, but let me put it into perspective for you. If the interest rates come down, there's so many buyers that have been sitting on the fence. If the interest rates do come down and everybody jumps off the fence, now we're back into multiple offer situations, and then you're fighting just to get half of what you want to try to get as far as the type of home you want to get. So now would be a good time to purchase a home, and then you can play with the interest rate later on. So marry the home, don't marry the interest rate. Anyway, that's the fun for today. So Tim Lowe keeping you in the know. Jill Thacker. Jill, if they want to get a hold of you, what's your telephone number?
702-218-1702.
All right, you guys, that's it for the fun today. We will catch up with you soon.